The next song that's going to be sung is actually a new hymn that John is going to present for us. This hymn is going to sound unfamiliar to you. There's going to be possibly some chord structure in there that's not familiar. There might be something in it that you're not accustomed to. But there's a reason why I wanted to include this in our worship service today. We're talking today about how our worship should be focused on God, and how no matter what we do in our lives, everything that we do is focused on Him. So I wanted to read some words from this song that maybe you can meditate on while you're listening to John's presentation. If the stars were made to worship, so will I. If the mountains bow in reverence, so will I. If the oceans roar your greatness, so will I. For if everything exists to lift you high, so will I. So will I. That is what God calls us to do in worship.
I hope that you'll join me in singing in on this song. The lyrics will be on your screen. Even if this is a new song to you, I always say, just give it a try, and eventually you'll latch on to it. So would you join us as we worship together singing, So Will I?
God of creation, there at the start, before the beginning of time. With no point of reference, you spoke to the dark and fleshed out the wonder of light. And as you speak, 100 billion galaxies are born. In the vapor of your breath, the planets form. If the stars were made to worship, so will I can see your heart in everything you've made. Every burning star is a signal fire of grace. If creation sings your praises, so will I. God of your promise, you don't speak in vain, no syllable empty or void. For once you have spoken, all nature and science follow the sound of your voice. And as you speak, 100 billion creatures catch your breath, evolving in pursuit of what you said. If it all reveals your nature, so will I can see your heart in everything you say. Every painted sky is a canvas of your grace. If creation still obeys you, so will I. If the stars were made to worship, so will I. If the mountains bow in reverence, so will I. God of salvation, you chased down my heart through all of my failure and pride. On a hill you created, the light of the world, abandoned in darkness to die. And as you speak, 100 billion failures disappear. Where you lost your life so I could find it here. If you left the grave behind you, so will I. I can see your heart in everything you've done. Every part designed in a work of art called love. If you gladly chose surrender, so will I. I can see your heart a billion different ways. Every precious one is a child you came to save. If you gave your life to love them, so will I. Like you would again 100 billion times. But what measure could amount to your desire? You're the one